Let me tell you a story based on true event of two young beautiful ladies. The story talks about two young ladies. The first was named Nura and the second was named Lara. Nura is a girl who grew up in a village in a family with a dark history. Everyone around her complimented Nura excessively on her beauty, calling her the best of all the girls and telling her that she would live the best life. Nura heard these words throughout her life, as if these words were what created Nura. Nura began to take more care of herself and wear the best and most expensive clothes that her father bought for her. Her father had a farm, so there was no shortage of money in Nura's life. Nura did not think about work and had no dreams except to marry the knight of her dreams who would come on his horse and takes her with him. Now that we know about Nura, let's talk about another girl named Lara. Unlike Nura, Lara grew up in an unstable family in the city. Lara was constantly criticized about her appearance and how ugly she looks by her family, and by Nura and her family. Lara's family did not stand by her. They also used to say that Nura was better and more beautiful than her, and that if she had dreams or ambitions where the society around her was crushing her dreams and trying to destroy them until Lara was convinced that she was worth less than nothing. Nura even dared to criticize and bully Lara, telling her that she was more beautiful than her and better than her. And if Lara tried to share her interests or talents, Nura would laugh at her and mock her, which made Lara's self-confidence break, and she was no longer able to defend herself. Because her family is against her instead of defending her or standing by her. Lara could not avoid meeting Nura because she was her relative, so she had no any other choice than to meet her occasionally. Lara became an introvert and no longer shared her interests and talents with anyone, and because her family did not put Lara to school because it was expensive, Lara had no friends and Nura was her only option. But she did not share her interests or talents with Nura because of her arrogance and her sarcasm. She spent most of her time alone, learning from time to time. She learned many things out of curiosity and passion for her talents, and became at a better educational level. Because of that, Lara stopped caring about what others thought of her and didn't pay any attention to opinions of others about her. As for Nura, she always wanted the attention of everyone around her. She was accustomed to the spotlight always being on her, and it never occurred to her that she would become valuable one day. Of course, Nura thought that she was valuable in society and better than everyone, as if the world revolves around her. She wanted all the girls to kneel before her and satisfy her in order for her to accept them and think of them as cute as her pets, and she did not realize that she had become nothing but a burden on society by constantly calling other girls ugly and looked like boys and that they sound like men, all that while when she sang she literally sounded like a dying housefly. While Lara started practicing her favorite hobbies, she joined clubs and educational courses when she grew up and became more beautiful as she started earning money by herself while doing her favorite hobbies and became social and smarter. It filled her heart with passion for life. Lara became very popular in the place where she was working and studying. She had friends and people who loved her and respected her and saw her as a role model for them. Over time, she discovered that she was not lacking in anything, neither in beauty nor in her level of intelligence, and she even became humble, loving, kind, caring, and loved by those around her. As for Nura, she was always busy on the internet searching for the knight of her dreams. She fell in love with many men, But all of her relationships failed one after another because they noticed her great obsession with herself. Nura could not get over the idea of them leaving her, that they had left the best and most beautiful girl as if she was the center of the universe. Nura fell into a state of depression after many attempts. One day came when Lara suggested to Nura that she join the club with her, the place that was Lara's passion and where she had her friends and people who loved and respected Lara. Lara introduced her friends to Nura and they became her friends as well. When Nura saw that Lara was popular among people, she felt jealous of her. One day came and a misunderstanding occurred between Nura and Lara. Nura's heart was filled with hatred towards Lara, and she began to associate with people who loved and respected Lara. Nura began mocking Lara, exposing Lara's secrets and her past, and that her family does not love her and compares her with herself, and that she is nothing like her. Nura began trying to shine the spotlight on herself and felt that she deserved all this love because she is better and more beautiful than Lara. Of course, all of this was on Nura's mind. She used to call herself the Empress and say that Lara was trying to imitate her. All this while Lara knew nothing. Nura was trying day and night for a long time to win over everyone who knew Lara. All of this was just because she believed she was higher than Lara. Some people changed about Lara because of the rumors and lies that Nura was spreading. One day came and Nura met a handsome, nice, and respectable gentleman. Nura was impressed by the respectable gentleman and tried to make the man fall in love with her. She tried day and night for nearly more than a year, but the man showed little to no interest in her as he considered her only a friend. Until one day, the man met Lara and they instantly fell in love in a short time, as if they were created for each other. The handsome man admired Lara because of her sense of humor, her kindness and humble personality, and because they had common talents and interests, so he protected her from anyone who tried to hurt Lara. The young man gained Lara's trust in a short time. And when Nura saw that she had failed and the young man she wanted so much had fallen in love with her relative Lara, and vice versa, jealousy, envy, and hatred ignited her heart. Nura tried to convince Lara that this young man was not as respectable as she thought he was, because he was flirting with her and was in love with another girl, who in fact was a respectful friend of his. Lara became hesitant, but she chose to trust the young man she fell in love with her, because he gave her no doubts. After a while, Lara discovered that Nura had betrayed her. She had been stabbing her in the back all this time, so Lara decided not to speak to Nura again. Nura began to hate Lara intensely, and rumors and lies spread that Lara was a traitor and that she had stolen from Nura the one she loved. She said that the young man was disrespectful and that he was in a relationship with another girl. She also said that this young man was using Lara to make Nura fall in love with him. Despite all the attempts, despite the lies and rumors that Nura spread, she could not destroy their relationship, but rather made it stronger. Nura could not bear to see Lara living happily with someone who loves her. Why would anyone want to fall in love with Lara when she is the best and deserves love more? Nura fell into depression again, crying day and night until she fell extremely sick and lost lots of weight and became skinny as skeleton.